Hi guys! This is week 1 Project Life, but I'm gonna do things a little bit differently today because, as you know from my last video, I was out of Design A page protectors. So I did a little order from scrapbook.com because their generic brand page protectors are the ones I like the most from my experimentation last year. So I grabbed a bunch of them so I would have enough for this year, but of course I couldn't leave it at just page protectors, so I also grabbed a few other bits and pieces, and this started because I found this incredible pad from Dearlydee and the New Day collection, and it is full of all these amazing textured papers. So it's got little die cut ones, there's Hessian, there's another die cut page, some canvas, pink glitter, green glitter, cork. So it's just got all of these. This is amazing wood grain, like actual wood grain, not printed paper, gold foil, and another wood grain and glitter. So I found this pad and I had to have it, and then I decided to just grab a few other things that coordinated with it, I guess kind of like a little kit. So I got the Dearlydee little die cuts that matched this kit. I got the Chamel Head in the Clouds puffy sticker hearts, which are just beautiful, and although not from the same line, the colours are all sort of jewel toned, so they all work really nicely together. I also got the Chamel glitter enamel dots, and I don't know if you can see this, not only are they glitter, but they're kind of like highlighty foiled too, so that's so pretty. And then I grabbed a couple of alphas as well. I think they were both from the either of these collections. Anyway, I put together this tiny little kit, and I thought I would work with that for this week. But what I also wanted to do is, well, the new year. This is not necessarily the new year. This is the first week of my 2019 album, and I wanted to celebrate that a little bit and give you guys something as well. So what I did was sit down with my watercolors and have a little play and created some journaling cards that match my kit here. Here they are. And in the description box down below there is a link where you can download these cards for yourself. They're available both just in these A4 printables or on letter size paper, so you can just download them, print them out, trim them, and use them in your project life. Now if you do that, make sure you tag me because I'd love to see what you make. So I am gonna clean this mess up, trim out my journal cards, and then get started on the week. So in a shocking turn of events, I actually ended up with too many photos this week. I printed out that photo of me taking Lily for a walk, but because I actually want to use some cards and some papers this week, I didn't want to use up all the pockets with my photos, and that's not an unusual photo for me to have. There are always photos of me taking Lily for a walk in my Project Life album, so I didn't hesitate to take that one out. I can use it for something else, and that gives me a little bit more room to use these cards and papers and all the things that I bought. So I knew that I wanted to use that pink stripe card for my title card. That was what I had designed it for. And I also knew that I wanted to use that blue stripy ombre card down the bottom because that was one of the favorites that I did. I also pulled out a couple of the other 3x4s, but then I realized I'm filling up my whole page with these cards and aren't actually using the paper pad, which was the entire purpose of buying this little haul. So I had to pull out that pink glittery paper, and that ends up being the only paper that I use from the pad basically. So yeah, take from that what you will. I did end up trimming out this photo of the walking because I added the little die cut to my green stripy card and it had all that lime green in it. So actually the photo of Lil went really nicely with those colors, so I just trimmed that down to a 3x4 and added it into that slot there. Does mean I'm gonna miss out on a space for journaling this week, but because this was obviously the first week of 2019, both Shane and I were on our summer holidays, so there wasn't really a whole lot to journal about, apart from the fact that, you know, there was a lot of coffee and reading and gardening and just a lot of general relaxing. Now, I mean, that die cut couldn't fit any more perfectly there, but I know Shane would kill me if I put some pink sunglasses on him on a photo, especially for you guys to see. So I decided to take that off. I did have a bit of a chuckle to myself though. Now these little little photos down here, these Instax photos, I'm just going to stick them down with some glue, and then I added this banner over the top, and I will staple the banner down, which will actually staple my Instaxes at the same time, because I don't just glue my Instaxes, they tend to fall off, so I try and add a staple where I can. So this one I killed two birds with one stone by stapling that banner. Now I'm going to just add this little die cut onto my striped card, good vibes only. That was definitely the theme for this week, so it worked nicely and I loved it on that striped card. So it's just a little fillery card here. And this one here, the frame, couldn't have fit my photo more perfectly. I do need to trim a little bit off the top, but I did manage to print it so it was almost exactly the right width. The frame overhangs it just a little bit, and I can just trim off the bottom of my photo and it looks like it was meant to be, and it just helps it stand out a little bit more on that glittery paper, which is just the most stunning color. The camera isn't doing it justice, it's so pretty. I probably would have bought the whole pad for that, to be honest. And again, I just added a couple of staples because I wasn't sure that my tape runner was gonna stick to that glitter paper. I mean, it's stuck down at the moment, but whether it stays stuck down remains to be seen. So I just added a tiny attach of staples just in case. Same with this one, I just added the frame underneath the photo instead of on top, because the frame sort of cut out too much of the photo, but it adds a nice little pop of that same lime green. Just trying to echo the colors of all of these cards and papers around the spread to try and create a little bit of balance. And so the yellow, which was actually a 4x6, one of the 4x6 cards that I just cut down so that I could add that pop of yellow without taking away too much of the rest of the space. Now I was so disappointed with these stickers. As you can see, when I pulled them out, they just fell all over the place. Some of them are super stuck down to the backing paper and some of them aren't stuck down at all. It's bizarre, but it's such a cute font. I really love it. And I also love that not all of the letters are the same, so I was careful about picking out which ones I wanted to use. Now I could have used numbers because there are numbers on this sheet, but because this is like the shortest week number of the year, I decided to spell it out, and I used just one of the colors in that thickers, even though there are multiple colors on there. I just wanted it to look like it was one word, so I chose all of the same color and lined them up so that they looked like it was one word rather than a bunch of alpha stickers. Now I'm not going to worry too much this year about labels for date stamping. That became a real pain in the butt last year, trying to make sure I always had a label to put my date stamp on. This year I'm just going to date stamp it when and if I remember. So that one just got stamped straight onto the paper underneath there. Now my sunrise photo at the top of the page is the first sunrise of 2019, so I am going to add 2019 because I've left my my week one starts on the 31st of December 2018. I thought it seemed appropriate to mark which photo was actually the start of 2019. This photo of me and Shane down here, that was New Year's Eve, so there is only one photo from 2018 on here, and I'm totally okay with that. I decided not to add it to my last week, week 52 of 2018. I have no problem with it being at the start of my 2019 album. And so literally all I'm doing now is adding all of these pretty puffy stickers and sparkly enamel dots and stuff everywhere, just to add, again, a bit more colour and a little bit more embellishment. These puffy hearts are so beautiful. You can see I go a tiny bit crazy with them. And these enamel shapes are so pretty too. They're gorgeous colours, but they're also sparkly, which I love. So I'm adding a few of these, I don't know what you want to call them. They're not stars. They're kind of like starburst sparkle shapes, I guess, to 2019 seemed appropriate. And that's it. I'm calling this week done. Love it. Love the colors. Love how it turned out. And don't forget to download your freebie cards down below and let me know when you use them, because I really, really want to see what you make. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. If you want to keep watching, there's a couple more videos on screen. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. Bye guys.